Hey there, thanks so much for stopping by. Japan loves Disney. It is practically everywhere. It is actually much harder to go through a day and not come into contact with something Disney. It has such an enormous presence here. Of course, you have the Tokyo Disney Resort and you have the official Disney stores, but those are not the only two places where you can find Disney stuff. There are actually many other stores that carry official licensed Disney products, and their stuff is just as good as the stuff you'll find at Tokyo Disney Resort or the official Disney store. And to be honest, sometimes they're even better. It's very similar to finding Disney stuff at stores like Hot Topic, Box Lunch, Primark, or Target. In the same way, Japan has stores like that carry official Disney merchandise. In this video, I'll be sharing with you Disney stuff that I got from three big names in Japan: Kiddyland, Uniqlo, and of course the Disney store. You'll be able to get a sense of the kind of items that you can find at these stores, and I'll also be sharing with you the retail price that they go for. Let's start with Kiddyland. And Kiddyland is best known for being like a sort of hobby store or a store that carries merchandise from different big names or brands, especially that of character brands like Sanrio, which is the company that's responsible for characters like Hello Kitty and Cinnamon Roll, or Sanex, which covers characters like Capybara. At any Kiddyland you go to, there is a section entirely dedicated to Disney, which is where I got this. This is a Tomika, and you've probably seen this if you've been to Tokyo Disney Resort. There is an exclusive line of Tomikas only found at Tokyo Disney Resort. Outside of Tokyo Disney Resort, if you want Disney Tomikas, you go to Kiddyland. This particular series of Tomika is called Disney Motors Jewelry Way. It's a Tomika that carries elements and designs of a particular Disney character. And in this case, this one is of Donald Duck. And this particular model of Tomika is called a ribbonette because there is a ribbon on top of the car. On this side we have Minnie and Daisy, and on the other side we have a description of the series. Let's unbox this little baby. It comes in two parts. This is the ribbon of the ribbonette, and this is the body of the Tomika. You'll basically have to assemble both pieces. There is a slot right across the roof of the car, which is where you'll have to set the ribbon piece, and that's all there is to it. It's so stinking cute. You can see how the elements and the design are a nod to Donald. It has his colors of blue and the yellow of his lining of the sailor suit, and red for his bow tie. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you can see Donald Duck's signature right there, which is in the exact same writing style of the characters at the Disney parks, so I think that's an especially nice touch. The great thing about Tomikas is just how much detail there is in such a small toy, and what's great about this particular series is that you can actually open it up, like so, and put in small accessories or even jewelry, which is why they are called Jewelry Way. Essentially, you can use this as a ring holder. Let me just demonstrate that for you. The seat that pops out right here is what holds the ring, like so. You can also put earrings or necklace or even stationery like paper clips or magnets, what have you. Anything really. This is an incredibly multifunctional toy car. You can use it for storage or for display purposes. And the clasp is pretty firm and sturdy, so you don't have to worry about it coming loose when you turn it upside down. As you can see here, when I shake it and turn it this way and that, it closes firmly and it's set in place. The Ribbonette Disney Motors series. That is the only thing I bought from Kiddyland. Let's move on to Uniqlo, which is a very renowned brand name of apparel or clothing. They're known for having a casual or basic style, and especially known for their Heat Tech line. What's great about the Disney stuff that you can find at Uniqlo is not only can you find like graphic shirts or sweaters, you can also find room wear, which includes slippers, pajamas, and throws. This is one of many designs that recently got released, and let me tell you, Uniqlo has some of the softest fleece material ever. It is so comfortable, so warm, and such great quality for the price that you are paying. This particular throw measures 130 by 80 centimeters, so it is a great blanket to cover like your lap or the lower half of your body or the upper half of your body and drape it like a shawl, which is how they advertise it. It has a two-way function because there are buttons at the edge of the blanket, and that is how you can close it around you should you drape it across your shoulders, or you can drape it around your legs and it will act like a wraparound blanket or skirt kind of thing. The design is of 4 characters skating right across a snowy gray background. You have Minnie, Mickey, Daisy, and my personal favorite, or basically the reason why I bought this blanket, Donald. What I especially love about this design is that they look like their classic selves, which is a huge thing right now in Japan. I don't know why, but since summer, like the Disney Store and Tokyo Disney started to bring in a lot of like nostalgia into their merchandise. So they're bringing a lot of vintage items, Disney characters in their classic drawing style. There's just something so charming about them. You know what I mean? On this side of the blanket where the characters are, or where the art design is, it's a very short fleece type of material. On the other side is this white faux fur material. And how it looks like when you button it up, let me just put that together. There's a bit of extra fabric when you close it up, so you can actually fold that down so it acts like a collar, like so. This is so comfy. I am so warm right now. And it's long enough that it touches the ends of my hand. And this end pretty much reaches my belly button. It's a pretty great length, but then again, I'm about 5'4", and if you're taller, this might seem a little short to you, but it feels perfect for someone of my height. As I mentioned, it's one of many designs, and the rest are pretty much dedicated to classic or vintage Disney. So if you're looking for a Disney throw and you find that Tokyo Disney or the Disney Store prices are a little over your budget, I cannot recommend Uniqlo enough. Speaking of the Disney Store, it's time to show you the stuff I got from there. The first is a pair of socks. They recently released character socks, and I believe they currently have like a special price thing going on where if you buy 2 you get a small discount. I'm not too sure how much of a discount that is because they don't really say the details on the sign that they posted, but a single pair costs about 500 yen plus tax. And I had to get this one because it is of my bias, Donald with his lady friend, Daisy. I really love the coloring of this sock. It's light blue or baby blue, and the sole and the toes of the sock are in very cute pink. So that's what it looks like on one side. And here's the other side. It's just a very simple design. Again, it is a nod to classic or vintage Disney art style. It's all over the place now, really. And this feels thicker than your average sock, and it's perfect for this time of year, you know, because the weather is colder and so your socks should be thicker. Other designs, if I remember, include Mickey and Minnie, Winnie the Pooh, and Lady and the Tramp, I believe. I'll include a picture of all the designs that are available. Next item I got is this seriously awesome Fab 4, can you say that? Pouch. The one thing I noticed about Disney characters depicted on merchandise in Japan is that they tend to be in a lot more dynamic poses or have a lot of other expressions compared to merchandise found in other parks or other stores. And you can especially see this with princesses because you know like how most of the princesses, they're like regal or sort of like just smile and tilt your head to the side sort of fashion. Disney characters on Japan merch are so expressive, so dynamic. They feel more real. You know what I mean? I mean, look at the way that Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy are posing, and look at their expressions. Incredible! They each have different expressions. Minnie is peeking up shyly, and Mickey is hiding his face, and Daisy is looking sassy as usual, and Donald is looking like his dashing self. And what's even better about this pouch is that on the back is a completely different design. How awesome is that? And here they all look like they're kind of shying away or just covering their faces. You cannot deny that their expressions are just so unique. You don't really see Disney characters depicted in this way, right? I really hope they release more merchandise with this concept, as in a range of expressions and emotions and poses. They feel so alive. And the final thing from the Disney store I want to share with you is, even I am still like in awe of having bought them, Tsum Tsums. I can't remember the last time I bought Tsum Tsums. It's been so long since I bought Tsum Tsums, like maybe more than a year ago, I would say. I'm still actually quite surprised they're releasing seasonal Tsum Tsums because they totally skipped Valentine's this year. They did Easter, and then after that there was like a long period of silence. Then Halloween came out and they released Halloween Tsums, and Christmas comes Christmas Tsums, and they have Tsums of Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto, and Chip and Dale. I'm really trying to cut back on Tsum Tsums because I have too many and not enough display space for them now, and normally I would like get the whole set, but I'm being extra picky this time because not only to save money, I don't really need that many right now, and my collection is at a point where I'm pretty happy with all that I have. I have a lot of them. And so I want to be careful about the things that I buy now, especially with Tsum Tsums. With any Tsum Tsum I purchase nowadays, it's more like the ones that I really, really, really want. And I really wanted Donald and Daisy because this one is my bias, and I felt like he needed his lady friend so he wouldn't be so lonely. And their costumes are really matching pairs of each other, so I really couldn't buy one without the other. So I'll give you a close-up of Daisy first. She's looking extra fluffy with this faux fur trim around her. I love the Christmas colors of her outfit. Red satin skirt. This really awesome like tuxedo-like design that is on top of her jacket. I am in love with this hat. The fact that it has a little tiny pom-pom on top and even tinier pom-poms here for the holly. So cute. And here's Donald. Like Daisy, he has that fur trim around his collar and the same tuxedo-like design on his jacket. Instead of a skirt, he has black pants and his fluffy little tail. I love duck butts. He has a top hat minus the fluffy pom-pom and the same holly adorning his hat. Here's what they look like together. So cute. It's a small haul, but I hope you enjoyed going through that with me. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hitting that bell. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Have a magical day, and I'll see you in the next video.